Hey, everybody. It is Bethany Briggs, certified mindfulness coach and certified yoga teacher. Today we are here doing another self-care for energy reset. So getting comfortable, maybe fixing your clothes so you can be in a comfortable space to move the energy. And before we start, who do I help? I help women find their healthy coping mechanisms, their self-love, self-care tools, and medicines and hobbies within. I am the guide, you're in the driver's seat, and I just help you along the way. So today, as if you saw in the reminder that I posted just a little bit ago, we're going to do another self-care for energy reset. I've been really wanting to focus on the energy reset naturally. So what we're going to be doing is some specific poses that's going to help us with this. And this is about I want to say about like a 10 to 15 minute practice. And we're just going to get into it. And if anything that I instruct, if it's something you're not feeling like doing, that's okay. And also always listen to your body. If I'm going deeper into it or I'm going faster than you can do, make sure you listen. And this is great for mindfulness because when we listen to our bodies, we're able to know where our limitations are, and then you don't go in the route of like damaging or hurting your body. So it's really important to listen and to not do things that just don't feel right, So that being said, let's take some deep breaths together. Hello. Thanks for joining. If you're comfortable, please say hey so I can acknowledge you. I would love to, I like to acknowledge everyone that comes to class, whether it's live or on the replay. So we'll get started with some deep breaths, breathing in, and then relaxing the shoulders and breathing out. Hello, Monica. Thanks for joining. Breathing in, getting comfortable, preferably this one you could do on a bed or like the couch, on the floor. I would recommend on the floor more, but if it's something where you need extra cushion, where being on the floor is too hard, go on a couch, go on the bed, and just you'll have to modify to like the space that you have around you. How you doing, Monica? Hope you're doing good. So breathing in and breathing out, getting comfortable where we're at. So some of these postures that we're doing, we've done before. So we're bringing it in, and as you get into a comfortable seat, wherever that is, you've taken some deep breaths. Now we're going to get into the practice. We're going to start with alternate nostril breathing. Alternate nostril breathing is an amazing breath to help you find balance, grounding, to really recenter and reset your energy. If that's the only thing you do, that's great. You could actually just, if you feel like you only want to do breath work, just do the alternate nostril breathing through the whole practice instead of, doing some of the poses. But I encourage you to do it all. But maybe alternate nostril breathing is what feels good for you. So how do we do this? You want to, with your hand, you can do pointer finger. Hi, Debbie. Thanks for joining. Hello. You're right on time. So we're going to be doing some alternate nostril breathing. And if you've done it before, do the way that feels good for you. There's different ways to do alternate nostril breathing. So, I'm going to do my thumb and my ring finger, but you could do your thumb and your pinky. You could do just like your pointer finger back and forth. Make it your own at the same time. You want to have it feel good for you. So closing that right nostril. This is mirrored. So your right nostril with you can use your right or left hand. I always like to use my right hand personally. I find it easier, especially with alternate nostril breathing. So let's get going. So breathing in with your left nostril, closing your right. And then you want to close your left and exhale through your right. Inhale, right. Close your right nostril and exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Closing the left and exhaling through your right. Just getting started with some alternate nostril breathings, and you can go as fast or slow as you want. I encourage you to take deep or natural breaths. Inhaling through the right and exhaling through the left. Inhale through the left. Closing the left and exhaling through the right. Hey, Rebecca, thanks for joining. Hope all you ladies are doing amazing, and hope everyone that is here is doing amazing. We're just doing some alternate nostril breathing. So hop right in. Breathing in through the right. Exhaling through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhaling from the right. And you just want to go back and forth. And if you get kind of lost in where you're at, just start where you're at, like there's no right or wrong as long as you're inhaling and exhaling and closing the nostrils. Inhaling through the right, or maybe you're on the left nostril. Just making sure to inhale, exhale through the alternate nostril. Inhale and exhaling. Now breathing in through both nostrils. Now if you would like to, hello Aisha, thanks for joining. Now if you would like, now exhale. And if you would like to continue with the alternate nostril breathing, feel free to make this a whole breathwork practice. But we're going to get into the movement of the energy, and we're going to start it with some Sufi grinds, which what I like to, we've been doing the Sufi grinds for this whole month. So if you've been following along with the mindfulness classes, you know what to do. But if you haven't been, that's okay. A Sufi grind, as I like to think about it, is like you're in a pot. And you are the ladle. So you're breathing in, holding on to your shins like this. And you want to inhale forward, going over both knees, and then exhaling backwards. And you want to imagine yourself as this ladle going around this pot, hitting all the edges, going as slow or as fast as you would like. We're going to be flipping and doing the other direction too. So start whatever way feels good. And this one's a great one for your back, like your spine, for your whole body. It's a full body energy reset. I love doing this one. If you sit a lot, this is a great one as well because it helps loosen up the spine. And then just exhaling back. It's going to resemble like a cat in cat-cows. And then forward, bringing your heart center forward. That's going to resemble the cow. And as long as you're exhaling as you go back and inhaling as you go forward, you're doing great. Hello, Samantha. Thanks for joining. Hope everyone's doing amazing. I appreciate you guys. I'm happy you guys made it here. Now, with whatever way you're at, flip. When you come to the forward, the front, go the opposite circle. So flipping the way that you are doing your Sufi grind. Making sure to breathe, focusing on your breath. This one is really good to help soothe. Like this whole practice is focusing on the soothing and nourishment and balance and release and energy reset. So it's going as slow, as fast as you would like. Maybe you want to speed up your Sufi grinds, but be really mindful of your spine. You don't want to hurt yourself. So I like to take them slow. But in some practices, we want to go a little bit faster. It's just kind of where are you at right now? That's a great way to be mindful of yourself by checking in, like, what do I want to do here? Do I want to speed it up or do I want to slow it down? Making it your own while following along. Inhaling, coming to center with elongated spine, breathing in, and exhaling. Just sitting here for a few moments and see where your energy is at. Where are you right now? Doing a quick little check-in before we move on to some butterflies. Maybe you want to do some cleansing, ventilating breaths where you inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Hello, Shannon. Thanks for joining. Now we're going to go into the butterflies. So bringing your feet to touch. Now, where you have your feet is up to you and your flexibility. So for me, I can have it really close to my thighs, my groin, but maybe that's too much for you. So bringing it out or in more, maybe you need it more in, than I have it. So listen to where you're at. You don't want to overdo it. We're going to stay here, the elongated spine, breathing naturally or deeply, and flapping our legs like beautiful butterfly wings. Holding on to your feet, or maybe your ankles or your shins, or maybe you want to do your knees. Whatever feels good for you. Having your eyes closed or open. Breathing in and breathing out. Taking this time for yourself. This one is really great for your hips, your groin, your legs. We store a lot of stagnant emotions and energy in our hip and groin area. So this is really helping release and balance and soothe and nourish and release. So just being here for a few moments. If you don't want to flap your legs, that's okay too. You could just sit more in a still butterfly. Whatever feels good for you. Listening to your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Next, what we're going to do is a spinal flex and butterfly. So this is going to be a very slight movement. If you don't want to do the spinal flex in this posture, that's okay too. So you're just going to do like cat-cows. So inhale the cow, and then exhale cats. And you just want to do them slightly. Maybe you feel like you want to go deeper into it, but just do them slightly. We're really going back and forth like this. We're opening up our pelvis more, and we're getting deeper into the hips. And you don't want to hurt your back. You don't want to hurt yourself. So go slow with it. Do little spinal flexes. I'm not sure what the name for this is, but I called it butterfly spinal flex. I notice for myself that I feel like I'm getting deeper into my hips while I'm doing this. And it's really opening up. Hi, Jessie. Thanks for joining. Oh, that's awesome, Debbie. Thanks for sharing that. Well, you came to the right place. Yes. I hope this helps. But also, thank you for sharing that. Yes, happy Wednesday. Alrighty, so coming into a flat or a straight back, taking a deep breath together. Exhaling it out. Now going into an easy seat. We're coming to a close on this practice. And what we're going to be doing is, I believe at the beginning of the month we did some bowing, but we did this in rock pose. Today, we're going to be doing it in a seated, easy seat. So legs crossed, however that looks like for you. And what you're going to do, inhale with your spine straight and exhale to the left. Inhale, elongated spine, exhale to the right knee. If you can bring your nose to knee, awesome. But if you can't, don't push yourself. Maybe it's going to be slight little movements. Inhale like this, exhale down. You'll feel this in your side body. You might feel this in your hips a little bit too, your life nerve. Just do it slightly and lightly. Listening to any kind of messages that come from your body. These are called easy seat bowing to the left or right. I mean, I don't know the exact name, but this is what I call it. So inhaling and exhaling, going at your own pace. Maybe you just want to sit in an easy seat and go back to the alternate nostril breathing. That's okay too. Just listening to where you're at in this present moment. Now coming to a easy seat with your spine straight, we are going to go into a meditative space to integrate, to consolidate everything that you're doing. So now, if you want to do the alternate nostril breathing, great. If not, just do some deep breathing. You can actually lay down, go into Shavasana, or you could stay seated in a meditative seat, whatever feels good for you. And we're just going to be here for a few moments to close out the practice with time to really see where you're at, without judgment, letting yourself be in the present moment and breathing and being and allowing yourself to just enjoy the breath and the stillness and the silence. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. And I'm going to leave you in silence so that way you can really integrate and consolidate and have that time for yourself without noise. And there might be some noise in the background, and if that happens, just come back to your breath. It's normal and natural for our minds to wander during a meditative type session or a space. And when we remind ourselves to come back to the breath or whatever works for you in that moment, if you want to focus on a chakra or you want to focus on an affirmation, a word, we're able to come back to the present moment. And it's that brain training to come back and come back. Practice makes progress and consistency helps. So I'm going to leave you in silence and I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Breathing in alternate nostril breathing or do some deep breathing. Taking the time to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, taking a deep breath in and exhaling out through your mouth. Do it 2 more times. Make these your deepest inhales and exhales you've done all day as you come back and out of this meditative space. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling And exhaling. Maybe do a little bit of stretching, or you can rub your hands together, bringing them to your heart space. Taking one more breath together, inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. May the light in me see the light in you, and may we shine bright together. May we be happy, healthy. May we be protected and safe. May we be loved, blessed, and abundant and thriving. May we embrace the flow of life. And may we honor, trust, and follow the divine, God Almighty. Amen. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Oh, yes. And hydration, Debbie. Yes. Yes. Hydrate now. It's a great time to hydrate. After doing releasing practices, you want to hydrate. So thank you for mentioning that, Debbie. Hi, Holly. Hi, Kimberly. Thanks for joining. Ooh, I hope your mini vacation was amazing, Kimberly. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jesse, Kimberly, Holly, Debbie, Rebecca, Samantha, Shannon, Aisha, Monica. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate you, ladies. Oh, and Jesse, thank you. Thank you, guys, and you're welcome. I'm happy you guys enjoyed. What is your feedback? If you're open to it, I would love to hear. You can put it in the comments, or you can also message it to me if you want to keep it private. That was about a almost an 18-minute practice from start to finish. So I hope you're feeling nourished and more balanced and released and just more grounded and centered. And come back to this class as many times. I would like it to be your homework for this week coming into next mindfulness class, which I do these live every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So, from here to next Wednesday, come back to this practice. It doesn't have to be every day, but if it's something you want to do every day, great. But coming back to this practice at least a couple times, it's very helpful. Or you can go to the other classes we've done this month, as they've been all geared around self-care for like energy resets. Oh, Shannon, you're welcome. Oh, hey, you're here. You're getting back. You're already doing it. You said you're trying, and you coming is getting back into it. And that's the beautiful thing about consistency, is you can always start again. When you fall off, just getting right back in. I think it's important. Okay, yeah, replay. I keep these up so you can replay as many times as you would like. I also upload them to YouTube as well. If you like YouTube better, you can go there. Just diversifying. But yeah, what is going on this week? Nothing really. There's a third quarter moon, so if you're feeling low energy, it's that time period of rest, relax, detox. Get ready for the intentions that you want to set for the new moon. What do you want to work on? Maybe you just want to let go and not think about it too much right now. But if you do, it's a great time to reflect, but also, take the quiet time, and be with yourself. Oh, awesome, Shannon. Sounds good. Yeah. You just look at my name, and you'll see my picture. If you have issues, let me know. I also have it pinned in my profile, the link, so you can go and find the link to make it easier. You're detoxing, Debbie. Nice. I feel that too. I feel like I'm detoxing as well, and I'm focusing on rest in this time period because I've been feeling a little bit lower energy, which is normal. So if you're feeling that, no, it's normal, and take care of yourself. Lean into that feeling and figure out what feels good for you as well. I know what's been really helping me is Bible study and prayer, and my other mindfulness practices, the healthy coping mechanisms, and detoxing, taking a break from the sugary foods. I've been actually implementing on Sundays. I've not been having any sweets. And I think it's been very important, because it's like me denying myself so I can dive deeper into my spiritual journey. But yeah, so there's no event this week. The next event that I'll be hosting via Zoom will be December 7th. So there's some time for it. There's like a little break in between, and I've been feeling I need a little bit of break. So, Yeah. Oh, Kimberly needed to cut down on the sugar. Yeah, and start slow. You don't want to go at it too fast where you're just like, cut it out completely, Do one day of the week where you're like, okay, I'm just going to refrain from it. And maybe have some fruit instead because that's sweet, go for something else that's sweet. Or maybe in those moments where you're craving like sugar, go to fruit, go to something else that will quench a little bit of that sweetness as well. Thanks for sharing that, Kimberly. And thank you, Debbie, for sharing about your detoxing. I love hearing about your guys' journey, hearing other people's perspectives, where they're going through, what they're working through, where they're at. So thank you for sharing. Yeah. Oh, good morning, Sarah. Hey. I'm wrapping up, but I would love for you to replay this class. But thanks for being here, I like to say, you're not late, you're right on time. When you join, that's where you're meant to join at. So thanks for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the support. I love being able to share healthy coping mechanisms with you all because it's so important in the journey of life. Ooh, dates. Okay, nice, Debbie. That's a good idea. Thanks for sharing that. And also, hydrate. Sometimes I notice when I'm thirsty, I think I'm hungry or I'm craving like a sweet. So I've been trying to go straight to the water or maybe tea, and then see where I'm at afterwards. And most of the time, I don't want it, You have a lot of work to do, Shannon. You fell back and it's time to take care of yourself again. Hell yeah. Nice. I love that realization. It's a beautiful realization to have. So thanks for sharing that. And you got this. There's so much you can do to help get yourself back on track, and coming to this class is a great way to start. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of everyone for joining and taking care of you, taking that time for yourself. Because when we fill our cups up, we're able to give from the overflow. You feel that, Kimberly? Nice. Well, that being said, I do offer one-on-one sessions. So if you want to dive deeper and have a personalized plan, that's what that would be for, the private sessions. And, they could be really anything on healthy coping mechanisms or mindfulness. Pricing is in my weekly schedule to make it easier for you guys. And then each Tuesday, I post something about what the one-on-one sessions are. So you can find that post from yesterday. It gives you a little deeper understanding. Or if you want me to tag you in it, I can. Just let me know. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Kimberly. Thank you. Brandy. Oh, hey, thanks for joining. You figured out how to get to the live feed. Hey, you did it. Hey, and I do encourage you to replay as I'm closing out. But I'm glad you made it here. Thanks for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back here live next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So find out what time that is for you. And if you're not able to catch the live, I keep these up so you could replay. And your homework this week is come back to this class as many times as it feels good for you. At least come back one more time before next class. I encourage you to, but let this be your homework. Oh, that's okay, Shannon. And that's another thing, you coming to these classes, it helps me. Engaging, commenting, sharing is a great way to help. I do also accept stars. I didn't mention that. It's a tip. It helps me to keep going. So if you're able to send stars, great. If not, sharing, commenting, engaging does the same thing as well. So that being said, I'm going to hop off. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Remember to shine bright and be you. Breathe through the tension. You got this. Go to your healthy coping mechanisms. And if you're not sure what they are, try new things out. Come to these classes that I keep up and see if something speaks to you. Not everything's going to speak to everyone. Our journeys are unique and different. So maybe there's something that you like doing that it's not on the class, and that's okay. Make it your own. It's important. Maybe write a list out of everything you like doing that's a mindfulness practice or a healthy coping mechanism, or in other words, self-care or self-love tool. You could write it down and go to that list when you're having a hard moment. Or you can maybe have a jar. That's a good place to start. So then if you're like having a challenging moment, you can go into wherever to the list, the jar, and you can just pick something. And if that thing doesn't speak to you, go to the next thing. What I like to remind everyone is mindfulness is brain training. We're training our brains to help ourselves during the good, like the challenging times, but also having it a practice for the joyful times. So just because the more you do it, the more consistency you have to it, and the more you train your brain, the more you're going to be able to, during the challenging times or the obstacles, you're going to be able to be like, ooh, I'm going to do some breath work. Because it's as simple as doing it's like some deep breathing, or maybe a little bit of movement or dancing. It could be a simple practice. It doesn't have to be a long practice to help you move your energy and to help you get on the other side, and not and having those healthy coping mechanisms just helps during the times of when it's hard. And it also helps during the good times. Making it a daily practice is important, and starting out slowly and meeting yourself where you're at. And if you fall off, just getting right back on, not judging yourself, and having grace and love and compassion to get back on. And know you got this. Rebecca, you don't like the breath of fire. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. It's a fun breath, though. It really helps you move your energy, helps energize. You'd like to send stars, Brandy, but hey, that's completely understandable. It's okay. I completely understand that. There's no obligation for that. You being here and commenting is helping me as well. So you're already doing the help. You're here. So yeah, and exactly, Rebecca, we can't survive without our breath. It's how we live. It's our life force. So that's what I remind myself, is going to my breath. And then also on my journey, going to God. So I'm going to hop off, but I'll see you next week live, or I'll see you throughout the week. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate you guys. Sending you all so much love. God bless you. And I'll see you soon. Yeah, one day at a time. Yes. Great, Brandy. I love that. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you soon.